All right, what's up guys? Murali here. This is the first day of medical school, and again, I'm gonna be doing it here from my room. So my med school, I guess, organized us into 5 different groups, and they're having us go into school different days. And this week, for the first week of medical school, I only need to go in once, and that's on Wednesday for anatomy lab. So I'll be going in and showing you guys a bit of campus on Wednesday. But other than that, I'm just here at home live streaming the lectures. And yeah, I think ideally, if there wasn't like a pandemic, I would probably have gone in every day, at least for the first month, in order to make connections and, make friends. But it is what it is. And yeah, we're just trying to get through with the lectures. Some of the classes have already put in some pre-lectures that you have to learn some content before the classes actually start. So I'll probably spend some of today, maybe in the afternoon, looking over those lectures, figuring out how to take notes again, because it's been a while since I've had to really study. So yeah, we'll have to see how that goes.
So that our ARS is not graded, okay? So don't be stressed by giving incorrect answers to your ARS questions. We have virtual microscope laboratory sessions. This is important to lay the foundation to understand histology.
So I'm definitely expecting like a lot of hard work, I guess. Even just this week, I'm expecting to go like full gas, no breaks. Usually in like college, we had like an orientation week. We had orientation week, but then the first week class was usually like syllabus week or like silly week, and it was very chill, and people would I don't know, go to bars and stuff like that. I don't know if that's going to be possible this week or for med school, but we'll have to see. I'm expecting it to just go full on, and we'll have to just get started, get to the grind. Okay guys, what's up? So we just finished our first day of lecture. We had what was it, like an orientation for biochemistry in the morning, and then we had anatomy in the afternoon, and at the end, I think it was like 3 to 4, we had our first like content lecture. Before that, we just had some like orientation, like syllabus stuff, and then an intro to bioethics, which was fine, but it's not testable material. But then afterwards, we started going over the back and the spinal cord, like for like the last hour, and holy cow, they just really went for it, bro. That was so much content, so much is just going over my head, and yeah, so I'm definitely gonna have to go back over that. I was actually pretty happy that I was able to do it from home this lecture, because I could like go back, slow things down, and like go back and see what he said about a certain topic so I could write it down again. But dang, I feel like you need a lot of preparation to really follow what's going on. There's so many words I just didn't know what he was saying about like anatomy. But yeah, hopefully it gets better. Today, this afternoon, I'll probably be spending a fair amount of time going over these lectures again, trying to make some good notes to study from in the future. But yeah, I don't know, whenever you start something new, I feel like there's always like a shock of, wow, this is something new, I don't know what's going on, gotta adapt. But I think it's important to try to not be like anxious or worried during that time. At least, I don't know, if it's about your mindset, it's like you'll adapt to things, and I think it'll get better over time. There's just a learning curve, I hope. That's first day lecture done. I don't think I'm done studying for today. Wow, 0 to 100, bro. 0 to 100, like real quick. Okay, so right now I am going over my notes from class, and I'm trying to incorporate them into nice like questions that I can use to like refer to later on for active recall. I'm doing this through Notion, but I've never like done this really before, so this is not necessarily the system that I'll use forever, but I'm just trying to figure it out right now. All right, it's now like 9:30, and I just finished doing some readings. This last group of readings that I was doing was for this class about clinical medicine, like foundations of clinical medicine, and it's going through how to talk to patients and stuff like that. It's a lot of readings. They've given us a lot to go off of because we haven't had any classes yet, so this is like pre-reading almost already. but they wanted us to read like 4 or 5 chapters in this book. And I don't know, there's a lot to figure out. Like some of the things they wanted us to read aren't in the folders that they gave us, but we're figuring it out. And yeah, I'm excited to put this stuff to use, put it to practice. Reading about clinical medicine is one thing, but I think the real learning is going to come from practicing and actually doing it and getting in a room with either a pretend patient or like an actual patient. So we'll have to see how that works. But it's exciting. This is my first day. I'm actually kind of surprised. It's 9:30 right now, and I was able to take a bit of a break, so it wasn't too bad of a day. It's definitely more work than I've done in the past few months, but yeah, it was a good day. I'm excited for more, and hopefully it doesn't get too draining. Okay, what's up guys? It's like 8 a.m. I accidentally set my alarm to the wrong time. I set it to 7:45. So this morning has been a lot quicker, and I was like trying to get ready like immediately for a lecture. I don't have to go in again today, so which is pretty lucky. Feels unprepared, but it's okay. I woke up with just enough time to get ready, I guess. So we're making do with what we got. Yeah, so that was like, we had like a quick intro thing. We have like a 10-minute break. I'm eating breakfast. I got a bear claw because I woke up at 7:45, class was at 8, so I was actually kind of rushing a bit. Not a great start to the morning. Okay, so I'm at Walmart right now, and for clinical anatomy or sessions, they recommended getting some, bringing some old tennis shoes or something like that, but I actually don't have any, so I'm just trying to buy a pair of pretty cheap tennis shoes. And this is like my one outing for the day. And I just spent this morning doing some lectures. I did, what was it, physiology and some biochemistry. And then in the afternoon, we had some clinical medicine type of practice where they talked about how to do interviews with patients and stuff like that, which is pretty interesting. But now this is like my one time out in the past couple days. But yeah, so it should be a fun time. Going to Walmart and get some shoes. Okay, nice. I got some really cheap $10 shoes. Should be good enough for dissecting some cadavers and getting guts everywhere. We'll see how that goes tomorrow. Okay, so I just started studying at like 4, and now it's like 7:15, and I got through, I think, all the lectures today. I wrote some notes and some questions. I went through like some study questions and stuff like that. So I think that's good. I think I'm gonna eat dinner, maybe take a bit of a break now. And then I might look at material for tomorrow, might review some old stuff, and I'm wondering if I should look at Anki, but it just seems like more of a pain to like make the flashcards for Anki than like my way, which is like, I don't know, it just seems like better. I don't know, we'll see. I recently saw someone post or I've been talking to my friends about how like we were all very happy when we got our white coats and stuff like that, but now that med school is actually starting, we're remembering, oh yeah, like med school is hard, not everybody gets through this, but so we're coming to terms with that right now, I guess, figuring things out, and yeah. All right, what's up guys? It's Wednesday morning, around like 8:15 or something. I have a little like group session at 9 online where they like are putting us together for something, but I don't actually have any other lecture today, so I might end up doing a bit of studying or just relax a bit. And this afternoon we have anatomy, and this is the first time I'm actually going into campus for class. That'll be at like 5 p.m. so it's like very late to start going to class, but that's my like allotted time for my group. So yeah, it should be an exciting day. We get to wear some scrubs, hopefully they fit, and I got some shoes yesterday, and we'll cut open a cadaver. Hey guys, I'm on campus now. It's like the first time I'm on campus for class. I'm gonna be here for anatomy and pop in for like an hour and a half, and then I'll head back home, probably get back to studying. But yeah, it's busy day. There was lecture in the morning and learning a lot. It's almost pretty overwhelming how much like not work, but how much they're like content they're throwing at us. and some of it's a bit confusing, but I don't know, we're trying to keep up with it. Okay, so it's now 6:30. Pretty much I finished the anatomy stuff. It was pretty interesting. I didn't faint or anything like that, which was pretty nice. I still have some studying to do when I get back home, review today's notes and lecture things. But yeah, there's another day pretty much done. All right, what's up? So it's like 9:30 p.m. tonight. I finished going over some of the notes for today and some of the lectures, and wrote down some questions to like review later on. So that's good. And there isn't too much like pre-work to do tomorrow, so I think I might be able to call it a night in terms of studying pretty early. I don't know, today I didn't really feel like doing too much studying during the day. I don't know why. I think it would be good if in the future I could, I guess, like treat it like 9 to 5 and just get most of my work done during the day. But I don't know, I just wasn't feeling it today. I think it's too quick a transition from like doing nothing over the summer versus now like having to focus a lot and do that. So I'm adjusting, figuring it out. But yeah, it's hump day. Hump day's over, and we're halfway through the week. My med school, like, they did a session today on making sure you have good mental health and wellness. They've been really emphasizing that and focusing that and letting yourself be vulnerable, not having to be like a perfectionist all the time. And the fact that everything for me is at least pass fail, I think that makes it really nice. So that added pressure is off. So while like it could be a lot more stressful, I feel like the pressure isn't there as much on me. Obviously I want to learn as much as I can in order to like just be the best doctor I can be, but the pressure to like study for a test next month is not really there. It's more about like understanding concepts, learning the material as much as you can, and doing your best. And I really appreciate that. I think it'll create a good environment for us to like learn and connect with each other and not have to like compete with each other. Okay, so yesterday's outing to campus was a fun time, but not for the rest of the week. We're back here in Maroon, Zoom in Maroon for medical school. And yeah, it's gonna be a good time. Today we have some physiology and some biochemistry lectures. I think they're gonna be quite dense, so we'll have to figure out how to learn that material efficiently. But yeah, so I'll probably just be doing those. I don't have much in the afternoon today, so I'll probably be studying. Maybe meet up with some people. But yeah, it is what it is. It's how it's going. Okay, so I just finished going over today's lectures. It's Thursday evening at like 8:15. I met an upperclassman like M2 today and chatted with them about their life, and I don't know, they comfort me a lot in terms of like it seems like a lot right now, but there is like a learning curve and we'll adjust slowly. The person I talked to said he adjusted in like 3 or 4 weeks. I'm hoping it won't take that long because I don't know, first round of exams is very soon after that. But yeah, just like, I don't know, it might not seem like I'm doing much on the vlog, but that's because I'm not. Like, I go do my lectures, and the past few days I've just been doing my lectures. I've just been chilling at my desk and going over my notes and like writing questions and to quiz myself and stuff like that, and just looking over materials. It's literally all I've done really, and then relax for like a few hours. Yeah, it's very busy. I'm surprised. I didn't expect it to be like this fast-paced, because they just like go straight through these things. Like 2-hour lectures, that's 2 different lectures they do in those 2-hour lectures in a day. So I don't know, it's a lot. I know the focus here is to just do as well as I can on this. It's like a bit different from college where like, yeah, doing well in class was a focus, but there was also so much other stuff going on in terms of distractions and just other things that you want to do. And it's just different, I think, which is interesting, but we're figuring it out. It's working out. Yeah, last day of the week tomorrow. We have like an in-class activity that we're doing, so I looked at some notes for that. Is about sickle cell disease. We're already learning about diseases and stuff like that, so it's pretty interesting, exciting stuff. All right, what's up, guys? It's Friday morning. It's like at 7:15. I have a lecture at like 8. So yeah, it's just another day. We're gonna get through these lectures, try to see if we can go over some of the concepts from earlier this week. and figure things out. But yeah, it's wild. It feels like this week is going by actually very quickly. I don't know why, but maybe just because during the summer I wasn't really doing too much, so it just like, felt like nothing was happening. Now that I'm like spending my time doing things like studying, it's being taken up. It's going quickly. Okay, so I just finished today's lecture. I just had lunch, but yeah, so I'm probably gonna be studying more in the afternoon. But I guess this is like the end of week 1, and I thought I'd give some thoughts. But I can really easily see how like the pressure is on. It really feels like it's game time in terms of like it already feels like it's exam season, or like you know how like when it is exam season, it's like the weekend before exams start, you're like grinding and you're like, it's like the most learning you've ever done in your life is, or that semester is the week before the exam, the final exam is. That's what it feels like, because I guess I'm just spending the time to actually study a lot more and more dedicated, like regularly. So it feels like, oh, okay, we're serious now. This is game time. It doesn't really feel like college at all in terms of it's the level of depth and the level of work, I guess, that's expected of you and how much you're doing. So I think it can be really easy to put a lot of pressure on yourself. And I think the wellness and like mental health stuff that they've been talking about has been really helpful in terms of making sure you don't get too deep in that of like, oh, I gotta always study. Like yesterday I finished studying and I watched a basketball game. It was a good game. It was the Trailblazers versus the Nets. So it was like Damian Lillard was doing very well. But while I was watching the game, there's like a part of me in my mind that was just like, oh, should I be spending this time studying? And that's when I realized, okay, like this is what people are talking about in terms of mental health, the stress of it, of are you doing enough? Have you done enough? Are you prepared enough in order to keep going and succeed? And that's, I think, the mindset that you have to get through. And hopefully once I figure out my schedule, I think it'll be better and I'll be able to manage, I guess, like the mindset, but also just the workload a lot better. It's been a really exciting week. The content has been actually really interesting because they connect everything to clinical aspects, and our professors are all doctors. So they sometimes talk about their experiences in the clinic with certain patients that they talk about. Like today we had a discussion about sickle cell disease, and it was very interesting to hear about how the disease affects like certain populations more, and because of that, the research or the money being thrown at research for SCD is like varies compared to a sort of correlative or compared to an analogous disease for other populations like cystic fibrosis. Like the amount of money that's been put towards cystic fibrosis, which is, I guess, more like a white disease. I don't say that's not like at all like accurate, but whereas SCD affects more African American folks in America, just the difference in money that has been put towards that is very different. So it's interesting to see how everything connects and how as doctors this is the world we're entering, and these are the people that we're trying to help. And it's been really cool to hear about and learn about this kind of stuff. But yeah, it's been a good week, I'd say. I guess an update for the channel. I don't know if I'll keep vlogging every week, mainly just because I don't know if the content is going to be that interesting. Like because of the pandemic and stuff, it's not like I'm going out very often. And most of my classes are just from my room as of right now. Maybe during like finals week or something like that, I'll try to vlog studying if that's what you guys want. I don't know if like just watching me study is that interesting, but it is what it is. Yeah, so let me know, I guess, in the comments or like this video if you want to see more content like it. I'll probably post like some how I'm studying once I get my rhythm down and stuff like that. But if you like this video and you want to see more, make sure to subscribe. And yeah, thank you for watching. Peace and have a nice day.